am na lu nekk foog nga xool historical background bi agree naa ci lu bari ci guest bi ci affaire yi recommendations yi ECOWAS boo ko xoolee bu baax is one of the most successful regional organizations in the world in terms of peacekeeping particularly. In the late 1980s, bu Liberian war bi amee woon xeexi Liberia bi xeex bu mag bi Jawara was at one point the chairman of the ECOWAS region. Conference buñ am, one of the conferences buñ am pour recommend for soldiers to go to Liberia happened in Banjul at Atlantic Hotel. And at that moment time boobu noonu kenn xamutoon ne na jaroon na pour Gambians, Senegalese and other nationals ñu dem Liberia for peacekeeping because the war was so brutal. Yàlla def na ne man dem naa Liberia after the war waxtaan naa ak nit ñi fekk fa ECOMOG withdrawing completely waaye almost peace ñëw na Liberia. Charles Taylor is out after 13 years of civil war nga waxtaan ak Liberians dinañ la wax ne without ECOMOG Liberia was going to be a lost case comme Somalia rek nu mel. Somalia def nañ war for about 30 years ba tey jeexut ni kon Liberia noonu la doon mel without regional intervention. The Gambian record bi foofu noonu soo waxtaanee gars yi they give you full respect as a Gambian so demee Liberia because of sun soldaar yi reputation buñ fa bàyyi ak professionalism buñ fa def waaye waxuma ne that's the only reason why we should send, but I'm telling you about the historical importance of regional intervention in West African history. Liberia was a case ni kon war bi Liberia daf doon start on at sa bu dugga Sierra Leone loolu moo dugga Sierra Leone destabilize Sierra Leone nga am coup d'etat in Sierra Leone because of the Liberian war. Then nga am Guinea was almost starting. And then ñeppang doon xalaat ne ku doon am boppa nga xam border bi nga xam regional map bi. If you have Liberia and then you have Sierra Leone was already in the civil war and then you have Guinea, where is the next border? Is the Senegambian border? It was coming. So the foresight bi nga xam ne moom la ECOWAS leaders yi amoon in 1989 or so to intervene in the Liberian war ñu stop ko pour mu yaatu spread like a wildfire dem Sierra Leone Guinea kenn xamutoon fu mu doon am because there were cross-border conflicts. Ivory Coast tam loolu moo fa indi destabilization. You know what happened in Ivory Coast because of the outflow of the Liberian war. So daf doon nekk a regional war boo xam ne nobody could control it. So if you tell Liberians, Sierra Leoneans and Guineans, etc., what is the importance of ECOWAS? We know. The role ECOWAS played, comme nu ko waxee, in destabilizing Sierra Leone, Gambian soldiers were there. So, regional integration, ECOWAS Mota Manila is one of the most successful, international regional blocs in the world in terms of bringing peace. Europe right now, they have a war in Russia and Ukraine, and the EU mungfa. Why munuñ ko jeexal munuñ ko stop, but they are putting in their investment. Ñun luñ def ECOWAS, they don't even do that in Europe. They said no foot soldier in Ukraine, no European should die there, and the war is taking 2 years 3 years now. West Africans am nañ foresight ne suñ doom yi suñ leen yóbbutee foofu noonu ni kon xeex bu fa nekkoon daf doon ñëw te loolu nekkutoon di first history Karme Haral nekkut di first history pour Gambian soldier mu jóg fii mu dem fight for justice. The Second World War is one of the major parts of Gambian history.
Okay.
Dëkk boo dem ci Gambia bi fii am na ñu fa jógee dem ba Boma. In Boma, our grandfathers and our fathers, they fought in Boma. Why did they fight in Boma? am na ñu laa wax ne they were fighting for the British colonialism. But boy, learn a little bit more history. Who was Hitler? He said Africa will be a corn farm. So conquer on Europe. If Hitler conquered Europe, he was coming to Africa to colonize us. And then, Hitler's kind of colonization, Go and ask what happened to the Jews and the Poles. So if Hitler was coming to Africa and people left Gambia and Senegal to go and fight Hitler, and you said it's colonialism. No, we are fighting fascism. Understand that? So the reason why countries leave their countries to go and defend democracy and justice in other countries, because we don't want the bad thing that is happening there to come back to us. Then Gambia be Chibopam in 2016. I agree with him completely, right? Yahya Jammeh was about to seize our constitution for a second time. Without ECOWAS, that don't happen. Just an impasse be. What happened in the impasse? Without the ECOWAS, how are we going to solve it at that time? Nakalañ ko don muna fajo. Te bahna pour sun soldat itam ñu dem fofu am experience. They get experience, they get a little bit more income for their families, even though that's not the whole thing. But the boys get more training, they get more exposure, then Gambian soldiers become more professional. But you know that the Liberian soldiers, the people who fought in Liberia, did not do a coup d'etat in Gambia. The coup d'etat was done by the soldiers who never went to Liberia, who never fought. So when they go and fight, they become more professional. So we need them to go. Rwanda today has one of the largest amount of soldiers going out for peacekeeping. Peacekeeping disciplines a soldier. Teach him about the world. He travels, he sees, he gets educated, and he comes back to our country. Chance, a comprehensive peace policy in Gambia. We have to train the army to go for peacekeeping anywhere in the world. Not only in Sierra Leone.
Yes, Mr. Boja.